I promise you, there are no women in the vicinity.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Future asked for no soft boys in the studio, and you and OVO frontliners are some of the softest people I've ever met.
Understand it. This is not power of your creation.
So to kick off what's going on here, it's a parents-teacher conference thing. If you relate to this, but it was honestly, it really sucked sometimes to go through. So that you'd want your teacher to sort of just be like,
he's doing really well in class, and yeah, he's the perfect child.
but when they start saying like,
they're doing well, but he attends all the lessons, but.
You think you're just gonna be doing what you wanna do, huh? Hands on the wall. Yeah, and if you take your hands off, that's 10 more. Pull down your hand. It's gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. You bite down on this and close your eyes. It will all be over, sir. But anywho,
the teacher just sort of explains to Jin-Woo that he wants to stop this girl who wants to basically join the army.
Mommy is a dinosaur from our imagination. And when he's with her dinosaur sensation.
And so Jin-Woo, who's an experienced hunter, who has experienced...
3, 2, 1, finish him!
Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
Peril takes this girl on like a safari trip to Siberia. So this is Don. And he's here for the usual anime purposes, avenging his slain brother and all, since Jin basically sent him to meet the Woo. He presses Golden Boy over here for the location. The group leader Kim Chi, along with another Splatoon A rank and B rank players, decided to go to this little gate to do hunter business essentially. But someone decided to walk through without their hunter license, and so they got declined, and so Jin-Woo gives exposition about what red gates are, whilst also flexing his hairline for no reason, which brings me to the point of this video. Aura farming. A term that was created by the internet, when defined, can basically just be chalked up to when someone is doing something unnecessary for the sake of looking cool. You've probably seen like a bunch of stuff on the internet of like Piccolo and a bunch of Dragon Ball characters doing this. But essentially, I thought it was pretty funny at first, I kind of still do. But the word aura is sort of being overplayed a lot, and it just kind of feels like a small extra life point. Or more accurately, if you know, like an old game that had a really good run for about 3-4 years or so, but then soon started to get really old, and the only thing keeping it alive was Spam DLC. Xenoverse.
but anywho,
Yeah, Jin-Woo shows this trait a lot here too in solo leveling, so I might as well talk about it, and Jin-Woo's exploits in said aura farming. But for the sake of the video and being unique and not just saying aura like a million times because I don't want to hear that on my microphone, I'm henceforth going to be calling it DJS. And who or what is DJS?
Season 6. Let's go. Working that magic like I'm done.
And this is the type of stuff that just makes me want to like laugh my head off. Because what was the actual reason for doing this? Because you're telling me in a super serious situation like this, a whole child you're supposed to be guarding and protecting, you just end up using to clit farm. I promise you, there are no women in the vicinity, my boy. So Kim Ji announces the threat level has gone from demon to dragon. And so he decides to lighten the load of responsibility by leaving all the lower rank players who can't show ability. Right, hold on. But huge narcissists have high fragility. Too high, so getting women is the definition of futility. Kim Chi, a tank not of durability, but of disability. A power vehicle don't work, it's broke. Call that a lack of accountability. No balanced diet.
For help, type 1 for a cast ingestion.
Because you were born with diability. And so Kimchi trying to assert even some type of dominance at this point, declares he's taking the main road, but that might as well be the So Mithra pops there. It alerts the party that they entered the Ice Bear territory, and they should probably get out of here, but Jin-Woo tells her to follow and lead in his silence. He pops into his bag, revealing his entire winter collection, which you could say he's
working that magic like I'm down.
But speaking of dons, the American man arrives at the Red Gate and argues with Red Hair.
I've had enough. I need to get in that studio.
I can't risk OVO's reputation. I'm sorry, but Mr. Future asked for no soft boys in the studio, and you and OVO frontliners are some of the softest people I've ever met.
Soft? Is that what he's calling it now, after all the features we had together? Get me in that damn booth, you Frenchie club.
You take that back, you colonizer.
Oh yeah, that's got you mad now.
That's enough. As we said, the studio is unlocked. So like your precious features, make the digital dash and leave.
So we got back to Jin-Woo, and oh my gosh, again, really, who are you trying to impress? Jin-Woo, the literal last thing you should be doing is flexing like you killed a polar bear. That's an endangered species. You know what's not cool? Getting
Peter mad.
I bet he'd have a corny IG caption like,
Or a farming graduate, never touching dead again.
So Jin-Woo pulls up to the Ice Bear Cave, ready to commit more crimes, wiping the species or clan off the map like Itoshi Uchiha. However, he reps a different Sharingan as he hits the...
Understand it. This is not power of your creation!
So Shadow Monarch's army rises, the Ice Bears send out their war cries, but let's get to the fight. So Knight A comes out from the frame, but Ice Bear slams him, but that was just a decoy. Knight B and C come from both sides, but unlike the Ice Bear is not weak and submissive. He grabs C and DBZ Broly slams him into B, and seemingly like Broly, the bear might be jump resistant. But then he turns around and the Fire Nation backdoors him, and nah, they did him so dirty that the leader had to... But again, those damn cheap flame mages have Sneak 100 equipped. But unfortunately, catching the Ice Bear off guard had him...
And they jumped me, nigga.
So as he charged in, and oh, he didn't even get a frame to react. He just his head is already got... He didn't get a chance to react or anything. And once again, these guys never learn their lesson, because what did they decide to do? They decide to jump him. Again, look, all these guys dancing around as if they're going to do anything. Because then he hits the cell back, taking out all the players, and all that was left was Jin-Woo and Igris. So I still feel like we're missing like one more song for the album, but it has to be a hit, Igris. Like something not too aggressive, just to show that we don't need to prove anything. You think you can do that? Oh damn, all our security guards are down. Well, Igris, you go deal with them.
Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga.
So Igris sliced through Ice Bowser, making him spin in pain. But Bowser had to lock in. He tried to spin back and hit Igris with his claw, but he vanishes. He appears up in the air and hits the future trunk angle. Then he moves in, down the body, ankle breaks the dude. Like, look at this. That is a mental disrespect right here. But Bowser wasn't having it. He tried to pull off one more cell alt move. But Igris was like, I do not want to see this dramatic finish. Swipe right and skip to the next cutscene. Yo, nigga, help me. This was not supposed to happen. I wasn't supposed to be in this situation. I was supposed to be an elite leader. What is this?